Coming up on this edition of Hawkeye News.
Farewell to the class of 2003. Seniors proudly walked across the stage May 31st to the Potter's House Church in Dallas in what is said to be one of the highest attended graduation ceremonies in our school's history. Highlights later in our show.
Welcome back, Red Oak ISD, as another school year begins. We have information to share with you from around the district. New faces, new places, and things to look out for. Details straight ahead.
And speaking of things to look out for, beware of construction zones. With the new year comes a new look to our campus as parking lots have disappeared and reappeared in new places over the summer.
And later in our show, crime reporter Tamara Llewellyn brings us a story on the dangers of Xanax.
All coming up on this edition of Hawkeye News.
You're watching Hawkeye News with Rachel Selvey and Christian Henson. Sports with Brady Sapp. News coverage from the Junior High Bureau with Katie Stanglin. Plus, academic and student life reports with our Hawkeye News team. Hawkeye News, leadership you can depend on.
Welcome to this first edition of Hawkeye News for the class of 2004. I am Rachel Selvey.
And I'm Christian Henson.
Christian and I will be your hosts this year on Hawkeye News, brought to you monthly by Haddett and Project Success. We'd like to thank Red Oak ISD for giving us the opportunity to bring you the latest news stories from around our district.
We would also like to thank our partner and major news source, the Red Oak Acorn, Red Oak High School's newspaper staff and publication. We would also like to thank the Ellis County Chronicle.
We hope you enjoy the stories and reports you see here on Hawkeye News, and later we'll tell you how you can give us your news ideas, comments, and suggestions.
But first, this month's top stories.
As we mentioned earlier, beware of construction zones around Red Oak ISD this year. With the new year comes a new look to our campus, as parking lots have disappeared and reappeared over the summer. Dirt has been flying all summer as the district begins work on the new Career and Technology Wing being added to the high school, as well as the new Performing Arts Center that will be located between the existing high school and the administration building. Students will have a long walk into school from the parking lot this year and should plan to give themselves a few extra minutes to get to class on time.
And we're going to have to be patient and flexible as we deal with construction problems, and especially once we start with the foundation and we realize how much area they're really going to take up back there, we may have to make some changes. So we're going to ask our kids to be patient and flexible as we deal with these changes and do the best we can. The benefit of it is in a year from now we'll have a brand new tech center, some new programs for our students, and certainly those that are here now that are juniors and sophomores and freshmen will benefit from those programs.
All the price we pay for upgrading our facilities.
While none of our grade administrators have left, there have been some other changes around Red Oak High School this year. Officer Nancy Jones, a favorite of many students and teachers, has left Red Oak ISD to a higher position in another ISD police department. While we will miss Officer Jones, we are proud to welcome her replacement, Officer Jamel Lewis. Officer Lewis comes to us from Dallas ISD, where he spent 2 years as part of DISD's police force. Officer Lewis adds a new dimension to our police department with his bilingual skills, which he hopes will welcome our Spanish-speaking students to come to him if they need help.
So Channel 5, look out for your new future. Here we come. My kids, Red Oak, and that's how we roll. Back to you, Chip. Now, don't be late.
Other new faces in our athletic department include Coach Veronica Reed, who is the new girls' head basketball coach, Coach Joel Zanuga, who is the new assistant girls' basketball coach. Also new to the staff is head trainer David Young, along with varsity football coaches Ronnie Stevens, and moving from the ranks of teacher to coach is Coach Travis Haynes. In related news, coaches Robert Lively and Christy Sire will be joining the junior high coaching staff this year. We'll take a closer look at all new teachers at Red Oak High School and around the district in next month's edition of Hawkeye News. Hawkeye News would like to welcome all the new coaches and teachers to Red Oak High School.
As school gets underway, many of us begin looking to join organizations around the campus. From A-Team to French Club, Red Oak High School has many great organizations students can get involved with. If you would like to become a peer helper, A-Team member, Hadit member, or a part of a number of great things you can do, contact the counselor's office to find out what teacher sponsors our school's organizations.
If a child's not involved in our school, they need to get involved in our community or through their church, because the key to a successful student is a student that's really involved in a lot. We find that kids that are involved are a lot better time managers because they have to take care of business in a timely fashion. So we encourage our kids to get involved in some activity.
The class of 2003 proudly walked across the stage on May 31st at Potter's House in Dallas at what had to be one of the highest attended graduation ceremonies in our school's history. With great speeches from Drew Caruth, the valedictorian, and co-salutatorians Cody Slape and Adam Pfeiffer, the seniors and audience left with a great understanding of why we'll miss so many of the class of 2003.
The Hawkeye News team honored its graduating members in a wonderful ceremony in June. Each of the senior cast members, anchors Brian Wackles, Heather Blackwood, and reporters Mandy Williams and Ashley Todd were all surprised when they were presented with a beautiful Oscar-style award from producer Alan Oliver. All other cast members also received awards and a certificate for their participation in celebrating the show's first year on the air. Many of the parents helped put together the event with Mr. and Mrs. Oliver, and with wonderful food cooked by Brett and Brenda Sapp, all in attendance had a wonderful time. If you are interested in joining the news team and have video skills, we are currently looking for more student photojournalists for this year. You can contact Chief Lindsay's office for more information. Once again, we're excited to welcome back our junior high reporter, Katie Staglin, to bring us the news from Red Oak Junior High.
For more on what's new in 2003 at the Red Oak Junior High, we go to our segment we call Junior High in Review. Katie?
Hello, Red Oak ISD. It's good to be back, and I'm looking forward to a great year here at Hawkeye News. I hope each and every one of you had a fantastic summer and are also looking forward to a great school year as well. So go with me now as we take a closer look at the new 8th grade wing of Red Oak Junior High. The new wing at Red Oak Junior High has just been finished and equipped with new spacious science rooms, lockers, and other classrooms. The construction of the building started last year in 2002 and was recently finished this summer of 2003. As you walk from the old campus into the new wing, they have built a glass walkway with windows on both sides so you can see out as you pass from class to class. 2 8th grade teams will occupy the new wing this year and probably for years to come.
The new wing is beautiful. It's very nice. It adds 12 classrooms to our school, which gives us enough room to spread the students out, and teachers are not sharing a room. And this has helped alleviate crowding in the hallway and has made the school run better, and it's a much safer place for everybody.
We would like to thank Red Oak ISD for the great new building. We really appreciate it. Until next month, I'm Katie Staglin, Hawkeye News.
Thanks, Katie, for that report. We look forward to hearing much more about the junior high in the coming months.
This month's District in 60 Seconds is brought to you by Bow Wow Barbers, Professional Pet Styling. We'll have your pet stepping out in style.
It's great to be back for my senior year here on Hawkeye News as we bring this year's first District in 60 Seconds. Woodin Elementary holds talent show. Many 4th grade students at Woodin Elementary took to the stage just before the end of school last year to show off their many talents in the Woodin Elementary annual talent show. There were individual acts, group acts, and much more in this fun-filled event that brought a great year to a close for the good students of Woodin Elementary. The ROHS Mentor Program, which is sponsored by Project Success Drug Education, held the first annual Mentor of the Year Awards on Fun Day. Chairperson Lacey Jacobs was proud to announce the 2002-2003 Mentors of the Year, Dominic Pryor and Holly Hoffman. If you're interested in being a mentor this year, contact Lacey and make a difference in the life of a child. ROISD was proud to announce the 2002-2003 Teacher of the Year at the annual District End of the Year Breakfast. This year's Teacher of the Year is Mr. John Keene from Red Oak Intermediate. Mr. Keene was nominated by Red Oak Intermediate Principal Bob Major. One of the most loved teachers in Red Oak ISD for the past 30-plus years, Mrs. Suzette Smith, retired at the end of the 2002-2003 school year. Mrs. Smith has been a teacher at Wooden Elementary and has touched the lives of hundreds of Red Oak High School students. Good luck, Mrs. Smith. You will be missed. And that's your district in 60 seconds.
With the new year comes many questions in the world of sports at Red Oak High School. Will the Lady Hawks volleyball team get us another state championship? Will the boys soccer be able to pull off the magic for another state title? And what about football? Will they finally get over that playoff drought this season?
For the answers and much more, we go to our new sports anchor, Brady Sapp, who takes over for our graduated sports anchor, Brian Wackles. Welcome to the desk, Brady.
Thanks, Rachel. It's good to be here. Before we take a look at what's coming up this year in sports, we wanted to wrap up once again the great accomplishments of the Lady Hawks softball team and news on four-time state champion Michelle Carter. This and much more after a word from our sponsor.
This month's Hawkeye News Sports is brought to you by Rainbow Collision Paint and Body. Call for your free estimate.
Welcome back, Hawks sports fans. Let's talk sports. The Lady Hawks had another great season once again behind the leadership of Coach Trish Garcia and notched another district championship for the school. The Lady Hawks lost their bid at a state title with a tough defeat from the hands of Mesquite Poteet, but still finished with a great season. We will miss those awesome ladies who graduated, but will look forward to our underclassmen carrying on the tradition in the spring of 2004. What else can be said about our very own Michelle Carter? Michelle once again brought home the state championship in both shot and discus near the end of the school year. While we want to wish Michelle the best of luck at her new home, the University of Texas, we have much more to look forward to from another Carter sister, Deandra, who will be looking to bring home even more state medals this year. We will bring you much more on Deandra as the track and field season comes around in the spring. With the 2002-2003 school year now closed out, it's time to take a look at what's new in 03-04. We start with a look at the Lady Hawks volleyball team as they begin their road back to state. The ladies look to be one of the early favorites in Class 4A with returning stars Lori Burrow, Amber Lorman, Tori Dacus, Chelsea Pena, Alicia Thomas, Amy Hafner, and Janet Hooker. The team began its busy pre-district schedule on August 15th with a match against 5A Mansfield. At press time, we do not have any results, but we will bring you updates in next month's show on the Lady Hawks' progress. The schedule includes many road matches which should help the ladies later in the season as they once again produce victories away from the friendly confines of their home gym. The ladies will take on many of the area's top 5A teams in LD Bell, Lake Highlands, and Arlington, along with playing some of the toughest tournaments in the state in Duncanville August 22nd and 23rd, Northwest Tournament August 29th and 30th, and the Arlington Tournament September 5th and 6th. The ladies will be in action at home on September 19th against Bishop Lynch, and will open up home district play against Ennis on September 26th. Coach Stanfield stated the 3 goals of the team this year were to win district, go back to the state tournament, and to bring home another title. Stanfield also told Hawkeye News that the experience of the returning players will be one of the main strengths of the team. When asked how the new rules of rally scoring would affect the squad, Coach Stanfield stated that the girls are used to playing this way in club volleyball, and he does not feel it will have any effect. As he looks to strong leadership from Lori, Tori, Amber, and Chelsea, he feels the team should once again be a powerhouse in Class 4A.
Most of the experts say in rally score you have 2 or 3 good hitters and you set your 2 or 3 good hitters and you have a chance to win. And we have those 2 good hitters and we've got a good setter and we ball control pretty well. So for us, the rally score is probably, will maybe not help us, but it's definitely not going to hurt us any playing a rally score game. Playing 3 out of 5s will probably help some because in most 3 out of 5 matches, the best team's going to win. Anybody can win a game here or a game there, but if you lose a 3 out of 5 match, it's hard to blame it on the refs for a bad call. If you lose 3 out of 5, they must be the better team. 95% of the time, they're better than you.
Well, we have like 3 or 4 left side hitters that, as long as they're consistent, they don't have to get like kills every time. But we have Amy Hafner and Joy Pruitt that are both pretty aggressive at the limit.
We've all been together for so long. We're more of a team, and only about 2 players aren't back, so we should still be pretty good. A lot of us are really good friends. There's a lot of seniors this year, and knowing that, not knowing, but wanting to win.
We encourage all our students to come out and support the Lady Hawks on the road and at home as they work hard to bring our school another state title. In other sports action, our Varsity Hawks football team, behind senior quarterback Charlie Duncan and all-district offense and defense standout Casey Fitzgerald, look to get over the hump as they work themselves into the playoffs this season. After a great 6-4 season, which found the Hawks just a few yards from its first playoff appearance in many years, the Hawks, behind Coach Osborne and his staff, are working hard these days to improve and give the Hawk fans much more to cheer about this season. The team began practice on August 11th and will be working hard to get ready for their pre-district opener against Waco Midway in Waco on August 29th. The Hawks' schedule shows road games in Midway, Joshua, Fort Worth Polytech, Ennis, and Corsicana this season. The Hawks will open at home on September 12th against Fort Worth Southwest before playing their rivals from the West, the Midlothian Panthers, for a homecoming on September 19th. Other home contests include opponents Terrell, Maybank, and Lancaster. Coach Osborne and his staff have worked hard to build the program at Red Oak over the past few years, and we look forward to another great football season from the Hawks.
I think the bar has been raised, and our kids are going to rise up, and they're going to try to do better than the last group. Our defense, we've got a lot of returning starters that have been playing for 2 years. Most of them have been 2 years. So that is going to be, should be our strength. Our offense is going to come on, and it'll be good, but our defense is what we're looking for to carry us.
We will bring a closer look at the Hawks and Lady Hawks next month, as well as taking a look at the upcoming cross-country season, and much more in our September edition of Hawkeye News.
Thanks, Brady. I know with Christian being a cheerleader and I being a Hawkette, we're also very excited about football season. So I hope everybody will come out and support not only the football team, but also the cheerleaders, A-Team, Jill Team, band, and others who work hard to keep the spirits up.
This month's Hawkeye News Crime Report is brought to you by the Texas Department of Public Safety Officers Association, proud sponsors of drug-free Red Oak ISD students.
Another monthly segment on Hawkeye News that's back for its second year is our Crime Report. This segment is done in hopes of helping students learn valuable and potential life-saving lessons.
We would also like to wish Mandy Williams, last year's crime reporter, the best of luck in college. And we would like to welcome back Tamara Llewellyn, who is going to take her place as crime reporter this year. Tamara?
Thank you, Christian. Xanax, a prescription drug used to treat clinical depression, is a widespread affliction in the United States. Many people abuse this drug to lower their inhibitions. It is a depressant, and in low doses makes you relaxed and sociable. Xanax is heavily abused by many different types of individuals. The side effects of overdosing include the following: confusion, coma, impaired coordination, sleepiness, slowed reaction time, convulsions, seizures, drowsiness, shakiness, slow heartbeat, slow reflexes, slurred speech, staggering, weakness, and trouble breathing. The widespread abuse of Xanax across the United States is so severe that fraudulently obtaining a prescription is a felony and punishable up to 5 years in prison. The offense of abusing this drug is at the first offense a Class B misdemeanor. The first offense of drug abuse is punishable by a jail sentence not to exceed 180 days and/or a fine not to exceed $2,000. Although it is a Schedule IV controlled substance and non-narcotic, it is still habit-forming and very addictive.
Thank you, Tamara. That was interesting information we should all know.
Another news segment we'll be adding from time to time this year will bring us up on community news around Red Oak, and we will welcome our producer, Alan Oliver, to the set to bring us this segment, which will keep students up to date on what is going on outside our school. With new construction going up everywhere, the city and school district are growing. We are currently working on a deal with Charter Cable and the city of Red Oak to open a public access channel where Red Oak area subscribers can watch Hawkeye News and many other Red Oak High School events on a designated cable channel. When this is completed and in place, Alan will be bringing us news from around the area for our adult audience who may be watching our show. We will bring you more on this news segment in the coming months.
We're very excited to be bringing you the second season of Hawkeye News. We hope that all students and faculty will take the time to watch the show and contact us with any ideas that you might have for stories you'd like to see us cover.
To contact us with your news ideas, comments, or suggestions, you can give us a call at 972-617-4312, mailbox number 4, or you can write to us at hawkeyenews@redokeisd.org. That wraps up this edition of Hawkeye News. I'm Rachel Selvey.
And I'm Christian Hinson. Thanks for watching and make it a great day.